I think I am ready for the finale, probably the finale of this game. So, when last we met, I discovered the terrible secret of Anna Lee, the head of the beauty empire, doing some evil business. And I'm ready for more terrible secrets, so let's go. I eat some midnight snacks before bed, which Alistair scolds me for, but my tummy says it's worth it. Shut up, alarm. Let me sleep 10 more minutes. Holy crap. Oh my god. We're actually standing in Annalee's office. We made it. KJ, I can't believe you know how to pick locks. It just takes a little practice and the right tools. I could show you sometime. Oh. I'm freaking out. This is like a crime. Are we criminals now? Oh good, they're doing crimes. The real crime here is this obnoxious office. It takes up the whole floor. But is it big enough to contain Anna Lee's ego? We were unbelievably lucky to sneak in here. I somehow convinced the security at the front desk that I was here to interview for my promotion from sales assistant to manager at my store's location. They didn't seem especially convinced, but let me through when KJ gave them the stink eye. Love KJ. When we reached the middle floors, KJ chatted up some office ladies to figure out when Anna Lee's lunch break was. They sure know how to put the moves on. Now we're here in the director's office. This place feels pretty empty. It's kind of intimidating. Rich people taste. Everything's minimal. Ho ho ho, I can afford to take up loads of space and put nothing in it. Wow, that's a solid observation, KJ. So what do we do now? We dig up as much dirt as we can. But where from? There's nothing here. Maybe there's a secret room? Ooh. It's probably all on her computer. Ah, yes. Not this again. I take it you still haven't learned how to use a computer. Good 1990 vibe. Well, they keep changing so fast, you know, what's the point in learning if it's all obsolete in a few years? Remind me, why are you the one in charge again? Ooh. Computers are dumb. Look, I know about stuff that's actually important, and computers aren't important. Oh, they're just for dorks like me who are in the school computer club, huh? Wow, big Willow from Buffy energy. Yeah, kinda, but I can't say that to KJ's face. I mean, they are important, I guess, for society, but I leave all that stuff to the experts. Computers really aren't that difficult to use these days. You don't even have to type out commands anymore. Even you could manage it. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Keep your voice down, princess. We don't want to blow our cover because you don't know how to use a mouse. Come on, let me wow you with my ability to point at things and click them. We approach Anna Lee's enormous desk and notice it's covered in Glamour Pop makeup samples. KJ takes a spin in the luxurious leather office chair. You're fired. And you're also fired. You, get the mayor on the phone. I want to buy the police. Actually, that's probably not too far from the truth. Ooh, dark. They rummage through their backpack and bring out a pencil case. To my surprise, the case is full of CDs and floppy disks. Oh, floppy disks. Somewhere I have several floppy disks full of stories that I wrote in like middle school. And I have no way to extract that data. Anyway, maybe one day I'll find a way to recover my floppy disk. What's the word? My juvenilia. Hello. Oh yes, good. We're all having technical difficulties. It's fine. We're just breaking into an office in Life After Magic. Back to business, I guess. Oh, I like KJ's purple glasses. They start at the computer and, when it asks for a password, they load up a CD labeled Acid Burn! Hacker's Reference! I love it. After a few seconds, all kinds of weird stuff starts happening on the screen. Oh, and these are the computers we had in my my middle school computer lab. They didn't teach you this at the school computer club, did they? What do you think, princess? They're now typing in lots of commands on a black and green screen. No, what you're doing looks super illegal. Yep, just don't ask me where I got this software. I'd have to kill you. They're really concentrating. I should probably stay quiet and check those makeup samples. This could take I'm in. Wait, You're amazing, KJ. I had no idea what just happened, but it's really impressive. It's just some messing around. Anyone could learn it. But like, we're inside Annalie's computer now? Yep, she must be one paranoid lady because her system is off the corporate network. Didn't even have to bother with network security. Just a direct, unmonitored line to the outside world. Had I known, we could have done this remotely. Slow down, I only understood the last part. You're saying we didn't need to break in? In theory, yes, but it took getting all the way to her desk to learn that. Life's little ups and downs. So what do we do now? Why don't you take a look for yourself? It's one of those new iPlum computers. Nice. Very user-friendly. They get up and dramatically gesture toward the chair. I guess now's as good a time as any to learn how to use one of these things. I fumble around the computer for a minute until KJ leans over and guides my hand over to the web browser. Wait, are we gonna get a mini game of learning to use a computer in 1999? Because I would love it. If you want to find out somebody's dirty secrets, a great place to start is their web browser history. Web? You mean the World Wide Web? Oh God, just listen to me. I sound like an old granny. After this is all over, I'm taking computer classes. Maybe KJ could teach me. On the other hand, I'd probably be way too slow for them. www. And maybe they teach me illegal stuff. Is there an illegal way to email someone? I don't know. My thoughts are interrupted when KJ moves my hand to some kind of banking program. Another place people bury their secrets is financial records. Hello, Nerd with Turds. Party like it's 1999 indeed. We are learning how to hack into a computer in 1999. Why are they looking at me like that? Was I supposed to say something more intelligent? You're such an airhead. What'll it be, princess? You're up to bat. I want to see her browser history. Okay, let's check the internet. With a little help from KJ, I connect the computer to the internet and then open the web browser. Look at me, I'm surfing the information superhighway. I love this. This is a great scene. There you go. Now let's look up the history. It takes me a minute to figure out, but I get there eventually. KJ is surprisingly patient with me. Browser history could be scary. I hope it is. There's a lot of entries for one website, Inside Maho. I click on the last history entry. Inside Maho seems like some kind of magical girl fan site. Look at you, and from the looks of it, Annalie has administrator access. That means she runs the site. Ooh. She owns all this? Why would she run a website about magical girls? Maybe for the makeup line? But then why all the secrecy? That's what we need to figure out. Why don't you click around and see what you can find? Yay! In-game 1999 computer! Oh, I'm so excited. Free community discussion about present and past magical girls on the scene. Wow, this really looks like a Web 1.0 site also. It's like on GeoCities. Submissions are currently open for new photos or videos of magical girls. Looking for more content of the Sentinels. Questions or complaints can be forwarded to the moderator at avocado78@rotmail.com. Ooh, okay, where should we go? What's the secret to becoming a magical girl? I want to start there. Oh, sorry, want the secret. Thread has been deleted. What? Okay. Back. Anyone else miss the Sentinels? Bubble Girl was my favorite. Evie, I see you said just listen to Ara if you miss them so much. Nice. Ara's new single. She's so cute. This site is actually so sad. Who cares about this? Thread deleted. How do I become a magical girl? I hear some are aliens from outer space. True. Give up, buddy. Strawberry celery. Muscat marina. I think I'm gonna have to click on everything. Would you buy merch? Do you support it? Is it creepy? If they wanted to be respected, they should fight in secret. Ooh, that could be related to the makeup line. Okay, what did I miss? Oh, I missed Fruit Fatale pics. Why are there so many threads about this group? Okay, I think that's good. Borderline obsessive, yes. Okay, let's hit the books. I click on the banking program and a wall of charts and big numbers fills the screen. Oh wow, that's a lot of money. We both look in silence for a moment, trying to absorb all the new information. Yeah, big money, and not much of it seems to be going to that charity foundation she set up. Wait, she's keeping all the charity money? From the looks of it, she's putting the money into the foundation and then 99% is sent to a mystery account in Switzerland. Typical. That's really suspicious. Annalie always seemed so composed and professional. Who knew she had all this going on? We're all full of surprises, Deirdre. Expect the unexpected. Actually, that's real appropriate coming from KJ. Okay, this is kind of incriminating stuff. Let me copy everything to disk so we have some evidence. Maybe see what else you can find? I get out of the chair and let KJ do their magic. I take a look at the makeup samples on the desk. They're from the Sentinels line, Sentimentality, everyone's been obsessed with lately. But that's not really much of a clue, right? Of course she'd have her own products on her desk. Her desk! I rummage through the desk drawers and find some notebooks. I flip through them, hoping for some kind of clue. It's all boring financial reports and business strategy. I'm sure someone would find this interesting, but not me. I can't believe I'm thinking this, but I was having more fun on the computer. Of course, computers! Okay, I started the transfer. Now we oh, wait. Shit. How do I go back? Evie, how do I go back? The files are inside the computer. Shocked. Scroll up. Thank you. Sorry, I just couldn't remember. Okay. Oh, what have you found? Okay, that was not something I needed to go back for. It's fine. Nothing interesting. I was hoping to see top secret evil scheme on a page, but it's just boring business plans to the end of the year. Just to the end of the year? Yeah, I was hoping to see something cool that hasn't been announced, but there's nothing here for the year 2000. Ooh-hoo! Hello! Welcome, welcome. Don't you find that a little odd that a billion-dollar company has no plans for next year, not even the day before New Year's Eve? Maybe it's in another notebook? We look through the drawers again and there's no other notebooks at all. And there were no Y2K plans on the computer either. Hello! Yay, so many devs here. I'm very excited for the conclusion, and I'm excited to learn some terrible secrets. You're right, that's really bizarre when you think about it. Even I have plans for next year, and I'm not exactly the organized type. We still don't have any killer evidence. All we know is Annalie has an unhealthy obsession with this Fruit Fatale group, and that she's been putting away the charity funds into a mystery offshore account. And she might be keeping a loose schedule for next year. That's not really going to hold up in court. Fruit Fatale, why does that sound familiar? Hello, Earth to Princess? Sorry, I was just thinking about something. Anyway, none of this evidence will hold up in court as it was obtained illegally. KJ, why do you know something like that? It's better if you don't know. Now, if only we had something more concrete, like... Ding! Before I can blink, KJ pushes me down onto the floor. We huddle under the desk, and I try my best not to panic. Oh, cute! I hold my breath. The echo of clicking heels fills the room. Ugh. Those idiots in HR don't know what they're talking about. Constantly grilling me about how bad our retail turnover looks. Selling makeup cannot be that hard. As far as I've seen, those girls just stand around all day. Note to self, investigate automated retail stores. She lets out a long, weary sigh. That was my question. How would she know court business? Something is up. Yes, something is afoot with KJ. But it won't matter soon. None of this will matter at all. I can hear her heels pacing around the office. My heart is racing out of my chest. I steady my breathing, trying not to think about how totally screwed we are. The heels stop abruptly. Is she looking out the window, maybe? I just need to be patient. The stage is set, and soon the curtain shall rise. New Year's Eve, the dawn of a new millennium and the dawn of a new world. Everything I've done so far, this tiresome charade, it will all be worth it. Ooh, good villain monologue. Note to self, buy yourself a nice dress for the party. You've earned it. Party? What party? KJ's face suddenly turns white. They start frantically pointing up at the computer. They're trying to mouth something, but I don't understand. I crawl over to them to whisper. The disc is still in the computer. I have to get it back. No, it's way too risky. It's our only evidence against her. We need that disc. Thank you for appreciating my voice acting, War Wizard. I take a deep breath and peek over the desk to see where Annalee is standing. She's far enough away that KJ might just make it. I wave the all clear to KJ and they make their move. There goes my steady breathing. I watch Annalee as she stares out across the city. I think she might be talking into a small cassette recorder. Once sentimentality releases across the world, glamour pop will dominate the makeup market permanently. Thank you. I hope that Alistair comes back because he's my favorite voice to do. Everyone will need our product. They'll crave it like water and air. The brand's reputation, the sales, it'll all skyrocket. I'll have more money and power than I'll know what to do with. Who would dare oppose me when the mere suggestion of reducing supply will send tens of millions of loyal customers into a violent frenzy? Oh no. After all, I'm merely giving the people what they want. Perhaps I'll give a portion of that charity money back to Ara. She's been such a useful puppet. I'll even invite her to my New Year's Eve celebration. Show her the destruction she's caused. At those words, KJ fumbles as they slowly retrieve the disc from the computer. They quickly duck back beneath the desk, disc in hand. We get close and whisper again. Wait, Annalee's been using Ara? Honestly, I suspected Ara and Annalee might have been working together almost this whole time. And now I kind of feel like an asshole. If we get out of this, remind me to be nicer to Ara. Wait, Annalee, stop talking. No, she totally heard us, didn't she? A beat passes and I hear the sounds of Annalee turning from the window and walking toward the desk. I emote frantically at KJ, but they shrug. Only a few seconds to make a decision. What do we do? Sneak. Time for some tactical espionage. I try my best to point around the desk for KJ. They sternly nod. Annalee's footsteps are getting louder. It's time to go for it. We quickly crawl out from under her desk to the right side as she approaches from the left. She sits down at the desk and starts using her computer. It's probably really obvious someone else was just using it. I don't know much about computers, but I do know they need power. I pull the plug to buy us some time. We hear Annalee gasp in surprise. She gets up and walks around the left side of the desk to look at the back of the computer. She's crouched inches away from us, looking intensely at the ports and cables. I hold my breath and look over at the elevator. Why did this office have to be so stupidly oversized? There's no way we could make it in time. My panic is interrupted by Annalee's voice. I swear these machines are more evil than me. Good self-awareness, Annalee. She dials a number. Matthew, is that you? Wonderful. Yes, I have another problem with the eye plum. Oh, happy birthday, Matthew. Goodness. Christmas, a birthday, and New Year's Eve all in 1 week. How nice. Well, yes, it is important, so I'd still like a few minutes of your time, if you please. Is that so much to ask? I think now's our chance. KJ and I slowly inch out from the desk and creep towards the elevator. Fortunately, Annalee's tense discussion with Matthew appears to have her full attention. We both manage to get in the elevator and breathe a heavy sigh of relief as the doors start to close. Just in time for Annalee to lock eyes with us. You two. I suddenly feel a sickening rise of magical energy permeate the air as green sparks crackle around her. She knows. Oh no. Just as she starts to cross the room, the doors slide shut. Fuck, that was way too close. Once we're out of the elevator, we need to make a run for it. I nod with a shaky exhale and wait for the end of our descent. Yeah, KJ has had the cigarette this whole time, right? I love it. Man, doing Annalie's voice really did a number on me. We run to KJ's bike parked across the street and make a quick getaway. KJ takes a long and winding route to the park in case we're being followed. Smoking under the desk? Yeah, classic. Classic KJ. Eventually we park and catch our breath. I feel like my heart is trying to escape through my throat. We made it. We escaped. Well, you're an interesting date, aren't you? Well, I'm glad you can see the funny side of all this. I think I'm about to have a heart attack. How did I do this kind of thing on a regular basis? I think I took for granted just how much saving the world keeps you in shape. Anyways, we need to get the gang together. Our little investigation yielded some answers after all, even if we had to break some rules to get them. Rules? More like laws. But you're right, the Sentinels need to know ASAP, then we'll figure out our next plan of action. I'll swing by the Golden Glove for Jackie and that woodshop Miranda hangs at. Right, and I'll ring Ara after I call off work. Wait, work. Ugh. Shoot, KJ, Annalie saw me. She recognized me. She remembers what store I work at. Sounds like the perfect excuse to quit that crappy gig. Congrats, no more I make a dime for Annalie's dollar. No, not congrats. I'm worried. This might not just affect my job. What about Lee's? What if she threatens her, uses her against us? I'm sorry, but I think I should go to work to make sure she's okay. You can't be serious after everything that just happened. It's like wandering right back into the lion's den. KJ looks worried for me and I feel a bit guilty. But I can't just abandon Lee's. I understand. Protecting people is our thing after all. Listen, I'll grab everyone, but promise me you'll meet us here later, okay? Got it. Thanks, KJ. I run off to work as fast as my feet can carry me. I guess if I'm here, I still have to actually work. Drag. Yeah, needs it the most in that moment. Yeah. Ooh, zombie customer. Is he foaming at the mouth? Send it. Are you looking for a sentimentality line? Better give him what he's looking for. Ooh, glitter compact, bubbly body wash, or Ara's brush set? Well, I always want to go for glitter, especially in 1999. This is our special glitter compact. It's just a sample for now. Glitter? He took it right out of my hands. Chomp. He ate it? Gross. Work went about as well as it could have gone, all things considered. Lee spent half the day hooting at people to try to get them to stop taking samples. But that didn't stop most of them. They're rabid for it. Once work is over, we rush to meet the others. It's our old classroom again. KJ and I agreed that this would be our most discreet location. When I slide open the doors to room 3A, I see the whole crew gathered up looking serious. KJ is standing near the blackboard, clearly mid-explanation. They breathe a sigh of relief when we lock eyes. Deirdre, glad to see you've made it back in one piece. Seriously, I'm glad you're okay. The rest of us took time off today. You're crazy for going into your shift. Sorry to worry everybody, but it's important for me to see what's going on at the store. Our customers have changed. The makeup is really affecting them. Half of them are like zombies and the other half are like hippos, treating the makeup like it's water. And you do not want to get between a hippo and the water. And that's not the only problem. I'm sure KJ filled you all in, but Annalie saw us. Well, she definitely saw me. And she definitely remembers your store location. You and Lee's made an impression on her. Right. Needless to say, I'm expecting repercussions for that any minute now. Miranda looks uneasy. Is she worried about Lee's? Hold on, I need to backtrack. Deirdre, before you got here, KJ was mid-explanation about everything you learned. Annalie runs a gossip mill about magical girls on the World Wide Web? World Wide Web. She's embezzling charity funds? KJ waves around a CD. all copied onto here in case anybody would like to review in the computer lab. And then you ran into Annalee herself. Right, we hid from her for a while. Gosh, I lost years off my life from that. Anyway, this is the important part. Annalee's fully aware of what's happening with the makeup. In fact, we're all but certain she's the cause of this. She's trying to drive up Glamour Pop's sales, trying to create customer dependency. All of the side effects, those weird cravings to put on makeup, our magic fading away, our energy levels, and our enthusiasm to get through our ordinary days. It's all caused by Annalee, by sentimentality. Ooh, that's good. So does that mean she has powers then? Most likely. We weren't able to clarify the specifics though. Ara, is there anything that you noticed when you were working with her? She has to have been part of Fruit Fatale, right? Fruit Fatale? Fruit Fatale. Sorry, nothing off the top of my head. Our relationship was purely business. Ara ducks her head. She looks like she's about to burst into tears. And I want you all to know I'm sorry. Oh. Ara. I don't know how to express this, but I really thought I was doing something good. She told me this was for charity, that a makeup line based on us would be fun and refreshing for our audience. I know my actions don't look so great, that I might even look like an accomplice, but hold it, Boyoung. I know you're not an accomplice to this. Nobody here thinks that. Jackie, Miranda, and Lee's not along. I've been harsh on you in the past, and honestly, I think a lot of it's still justified. But that doesn't change that deep down I know you're not a bad person. KJ. Don't look so down, Lieutenant. I'm not about being a magical girl anymore, but we're still a team. Ditto. And Ara, all I'm hoping is, maybe at the end of this, we can start being a little more forthcoming with each other. I know I'd like to. Right. Lise has her camcorder out. Are you filming right now? It was just such a beautiful moment. I had to capture it on as the official Sentinel's documentarian. The what? Trust me, it's easier if you just let her do it. I love Lise. Alright, and that's a point for emotional vulnerability. I've seen this group struggle with authenticity from day one. Trust me, it's a hurdle for me too. But everything's a process. It's something we have to train ourselves to be aware of. Jackie's grown surprisingly wise over the years. It must be all that teaching she's doing. Ara's eyes finally well over and she bursts into tears. Ara! Thank you all. I know we have our differences, but what I really wanted is... I just wanted to be friends again. The room is silent for a beat as everyone looks stunned over Ara's confession. Funny you say that, Ara. You've been our friend the entire time as far as I'm concerned. And we can be better friends now. Wow, this is gold. You all are a big step up from my pigeon actors, except Wingsworth. Guys. Ara looks at KJ expectantly. KJ clears their throat. Yeah, we can be friends, so long as we work on accepting each other's different viewpoints, yada yada. KJ looks a little flustered. I think they've used up their capacity for sappiness for the night. Ara nods. I hear you, KJ. I'll continue to hear you out on anything else, too. And Lise... Sorry, I'll stop filming. My tape is almost filled anyway. No, James Cameron, we mean you're our friend, too. Oh. What? But I just got here. I'm not a magical girl. None of that matters. You're here for us, and we're here for you, too. I know I'd be honored to be your friend, Lise. And I think you know where I stand on the matter. You're all so nice. I'm just gonna not cry over here. Finally, it's starting to feel like the Sentinels are back in the game. I'm touched, but what were we talking about again? Right, the evil plan. Huh? Sorry, I think I got us off the rails. Always a drama queen, this one. Ara punches KJ in the arm, but it's playful. Deirdre, about the makeup? If I remember correctly, isn't it scheduled to drop on New Year's? Ugh. Earlier, actually, New Year's Eve, which is tomorrow. It's all in the CD, although Annalee verbally confirmed it too. Something about the dawn of a new millennium. Something tells me I wouldn't like her millennium very much. Cold, beautiful, terrifying. Ara gasps. Oh my gosh, I'd almost forgotten. I was so wrapped up in my feelings about being seen as a potential accomplice. Annalie actually called me herself a few hours prior, something about a company-wide New Year's Eve party at the Glamour Pop headquarters. I think she said it was on the rooftop. It was weird that she didn't have an assistant call instead, but maybe it's not company-wide. It's a party for two. I forgot about that. She mentioned that in the office. She had some fucked up sadistic line about wanting to make you watch the destruction. God, Annalie. She made it clear to me that she was expecting big-time sales on New Year's Eve. Right, and all the retail locations have stockpiled a bunch of it for release. We have enough to supply the whole eastern seaboard. I think she even mentioned selling it on Glamour Pop's web page. Online shopping's the future, she said. I didn't think a corporate celebration for all that would be suspicious, but come to think of it, I don't know anybody else on their marketing team who said anything about a party. Online shopping? Big if true. I know. Man, I remember the early days of online shopping when I would ask my mom if it was okay, and she kind of wasn't sure either, what was safe. What a wild time. Is it really just going to be her up there, alone? Well, at least we know where to find her. Amazon will never take off. I know. Remember when they sold only books? Insane. What do? We only have so much time left. And frankly, this sounds like a massive operation. I don't even know if we have the capacity to stop the sales of this makeup line with only 1 day left. But we have to figure something out. The group goes silent and turns their focus toward me. Well, any ideas, Princess? You've always led the charge for us. KJ's right. I have always led the Sentinels. Led them into dangerous situations, totally head first, sometimes without a concrete plan. And while there's plenty of fond memories, there's scary ones too. I know it took a toll on my teammates. It took a toll on me too. To be honest, I don't want to pick the plan for us, at least not right now. I know we're on a tight time constraint, but thinking back on past experiences, I'd like us to carefully consider our options before deciding on anything. And I want everybody to seriously consider whether or not they're okay to take this on. I look at KJ specifically, Miranda too. I know some of us are trying to move on from the magical girl life. I want you to know I respect that entirely. A flash of sadness crosses Ara's face, but she nods along. So please, let's sleep on it at least. I appreciate that, Deirdre. KJ doesn't say anything, but I can tell that they're carefully considering what I've said. Lise gives me an emphatic thumbs up. I'll rack my brain for a solution. You're not alone in this. Sounds good to me. I do my best thinking during morning runs anyway. I'll think on it too. I'll come up with a strategy that'll blow Deirdre's out of the water. Okay, competitive. KJ and Miranda echo their approvals to meet the following night. Then it's decided. Tomorrow, we figure this out. As the Sentinels scatter out of the classroom, I'm left with a tremendous sense of relief. Of course, everything about the makeup line and Annalie worries me. The thought of hundreds, no thousands of innocent people being subjected to the ill effects of sentimentality utterly horrifies me. But for the first time in a long time, I get the feeling like I'm not alone anymore. I exhale and make my way home to Alistair. Alistair! Finally time for bed. I stay up way too late reading my favorite shoujo manga. It ended on such a cliffhanger I couldn't stop. Classic 20-somethings just deferring important decisions until the final possible moment and feeling good about it. Yep. Definitely not something I still do all the time. It's New Year's Eve morning. It always seems quiet the morning before a fight. For now, I should check in on the people in the store and make sure it's okay. Perhaps do a little recon on what we might be facing later. I walk up to the store and... It's on fire! No! Engulfed in flames on fire. The windows are smashed open, and through the flames, I can see makeup scattered all over the floor. Well, I guess that's one, cosmic sign that it's time for you to quit a job. Uh-oh, indeed. The stacks of samples we had for sentimentality are all gone. Does Anna Lee even realize how far she's taken this? The customers are so crazed by the makeup, they're arsonists now. I should make a tactical retreat. Good call. Very quickly. I'll spend the rest of the day preparing. Is it the precursor to a Love Shack fancy store? It kind of looks like one. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the outside of a Love Shack fancy store. It's like very beautiful and white with like garlands around the front. So that sounds about right. Tonight will decide everything. I walk briskly to our meeting place, Cove Park, 8 p.m. as promised. Alistair was left at home even though he usually advises us before a battle. He can't talk anyway. No, I want Alistair! Alistair looks just like my cat. Frankly, I'm worried about taking him outside after what I saw at the store. Well, that's fair. I would never take my cat into danger. I spot KJ's motorbike first, parked by the cars, and then I see the crew gathered around the waterfront. Everyone looks worried. When we last left off, I thought we were in a good place, but... Hey, I'm here! I wave and try to flash a reassuring smile to the group, but nobody reciprocates. At least it seems the group has put some real thought into our dilemma. Let's be encouraging. I'd say cheer up, squad. Their faces say maybe empty encouragement isn't the way to go. Oops, wrong call. But this is clearly not the occasion. How are you feeling? Awful. I haven't used the makeup, obviously, but the Glamour Pop store is on fire. Literally. Lee shivers at the thought of it. I remember her story about the forest fire, and I'm glad she didn't bother to come into work today. Oh. But good news! A healthy separation period from the makeup has caused my powers to come back. They're definitely not at full capacity, but it's something. And I was hoping, if it's like this for me, everyone else should be in a better state as well. The group assents one by one. Jackie's flames are burning brighter. Our songs are potent again. Miranda's bursts of stardust are bright and lively. KJ's bubbles are properly bubbly. And Lee's came armed with a camcorder, apparently, and insists that her compliments to us were making our powers work better. Love it. Once everyone gets settled, I ask everyone for their thoughts on how to approach our battle. Ara raises her hand first, looking determined. I say we destroy her, straight up. She betrayed me, betrayed us. We collectively gawk at her. Why are you all looking at me like that? That's the only realistic option here. I call dibs on the final blow. Damn, I was hoping for that one. But I guess you're well within your rights. Hold on. What do you mean destroy her? Like kill her? Seriously, Bo Young? I never said kill her. Just render her completely incapable of doing anything anywhere ever again. Anyways, what does the rest of the group think? Miranda raises her hand, looking serious. Honestly, I don't see any way around it. We have to fight her. It's all I've ever done when we confronted villains. Magic wasn't always a positive force in my life, but it's within me, a part of me. I don't want to be a magical girl anymore, but I won't walk away from our last fight. Our last fight. I agree, Miranda. Jackie raises a fist to the air. Annalise caused too much trouble for the world already. We should follow our tried and true path. I say we fight her head on. I see no reason for us to hold back. Even if she is, quite beautiful. Jackie, she was totally playing you at the makeup store. Don't fall for it. So, she's evil and gorgeous. I can change her. Very funny. Jackie gives us a grin. Maybe she's trying to lighten the mood. I think she's serious. Jokes aside, things have gotten seriously out of hand, and the longer we wait around, the more people could be hurt. Only a matter of time before someone like Layla gets caught up in this. That's why I think the direct route is best. Yes, evil people are people too. Villain rights. That being said, I might not mind roughing her up to get her to stop, but any further than that and I would be setting a miserable example for Layla as her mentor. Let's talk her down after we stop her. For all we know, she might be messed up from her own powers, right? We don't know. Hear me out. What if we let everyday people handle her? Ooh. I know you haven't been here long, Lise, but we know what we're doing. Maybe that's part of the problem. You always make the decisions, but regular people take the hit. I have the perfect plan and no murder is involved. I'm willing to hear this. First, we lure out Anna Lee and you all get her talking. I record her confession. This isn't sounding too bad. Then I release my pigeon actors. Wingsworth will poop directly in her hair. His aim is true. She'll be devastated and distracted. I take that back. We run away and I put the footage on the web. The people won't stand for her manipulation and toxic makeup. They'll ban her company and bring her to justice. I'm all for exposing her, but I don't think we can avoid a fight if we confront her. But a fight could mean casualties. If we don't try to stop her right away, we could be risking more lives. Violence, less violence. I'm gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna let them handle it. I don't want to impose my views yet as a leader. I will keep listening, though things are starting to get heated. Look, all I'm saying is that there are alternative routes to winning. We have to fight. This isn't about what any of us want. This is about saving the world. If my honorable death helps save the lives of other people, I'll do it. But if I go, Deirdre, promise me you'll take care of Wingsworth. He eats organic grains and hates blueberries. If you get him one, he'll try to peck your eyes out. Lise, it's okay. No one is going to die. Except that biatch Anna Lee. I thought we said no killing. If it happens, it happens. There's so much on the line, and it's not like it's never happened in a magical conflict before. I can see KJ's face turning beet red. Absolutely not. What the hell is wrong with all of you? Fuck, I can't believe this. And we fancied ourselves protectors of justice? Yeah, I mean, if it happens, it happens. If Anna Lee dies, it'll have happened. Now the Sentinels, all grown up, are discussing the ethics of what's essentially a premeditated, aggravated assault. But it's okay if it's a magical conflict, right? What happens, happens. And yeah, Annalee's a total harpy, so it's okay if we happen to kill her in the process. God, just listen to yourselves. At least we had the excuse of being naive teenagers when we beat the shit out of our enemies in the past. But now the majority of the Sentinels can't put together a plan to solve a conflict without abject violence? That's sad. Really fucking sad. Everyone else is looking away with a guilty expression on their face. KJ's right. If you go in willing to kill, then you will. Heavy. But it may not be Anna Lee you hit with that blow, and your anger can wreak devastation far beyond the battlefield. One blast too big and someone's home is engulfed too. It's hard, but you can take another path. Perhaps you must disarm her first, but then spare her and give her to the people. She should face a jury of her peers, not a magical executioner. Ooh, that's good. Good line. Before even that, we should talk to her. She's a human being too, a magical one, who may be feeling alone. Can't we all relate to that? If we don't try to at least talk her down first, then I don't know who we are anymore. Talking first can put everyone in danger. We can't give her an opening. Deirdre, surely you can't be okay with this. I wouldn't put it like that. KJ, I get you have concerns, but we're all scraping for answers here, and I don't think there's a perfect option. KJ scoffs at me. She scoffs. I get that, princess. It just sucks to see us so gung-ho about this. It's as if none of us have actually changed, and in the end... Miranda looks hurt by this comment, but doesn't say anything. Ara's patience has clearly run its course as she stands up from the park bench to go get in KJ's face. Is that really how you see us, KJ, after everything we've been through? I also don't agree. It's never been about hurting our enemies for me. It's about protecting others. Jackie is trying to put some distance between Ara and KJ, but I can tell she's on Ara's side. Meanwhile, Miranda flounders by KJ, clearly wanting to speak up, but looking defeated. Miranda, say what's on your mind. Everybody listen! No one hears Lise. Miranda attempts to interject as Ara and KJ continue to argue. I think that... She's drowned out by the others, then yells. Why won't you ever listen to me? Miranda! Wah. Listen to me! Just stop and hear me out. It doesn't matter what I say. Nobody can hear me. My voice isn't heard over the arguing. Fuck. This meeting is completely falling apart. I should have come up with a plan by myself and instructed the team accordingly, same as always. But I guess it's in character for me too, to come up with a shitty idea and my teammates suffer the consequences. Oh. What are we gonna do now? We've fragmented again, and this time I'm not sure if I can put us back together anymore. I put my hands over my ears and close my eyes. It's getting hard to breathe. I think I'm having a panic attack. Ooh. Hey, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes. What? How are you all on this fine evening? I open my eyes to see my teammates completely stunned. Solaire Blaze is standing right in front of us, doing his stupid pose with his stupid little sunglasses on. How does he always manage to appear at the worst possible moment? Wow, Ara, it looks to me like you're cuddling up to KJ over there. I'm feeling the love. Got room for one more? Solaire Blaze opens his arms wide to Ara. Come on, Ara, where's my hug at? We're literally fighting right now, can you not? Damn, I knew I was popular, but this, you don't have to fight over me, girls. Solaire's Blaze is red hot, scorching, Solaire's Blaze is red hot, scorching, and fiery. I have enough heat to warm all your cold hearts up. Alright, I don't know how to do an owl noise, so... Hoot. Yeah, you like the sound of that? Hoot, hoot! I don't think I've met someone as beautiful and freaky as you before. I'm Solaire Blaze. Can I call you my hoot hoot hottie? Lise looks at everyone, panicked, and hoots even louder. Miranda comes between the two, placing her arm over Lise protectively. Hey, woodworking girl, I can't wait until you work on my... Hey, loser, I can't wait until you learn how to read the room. Nice. I'm talking to my hottie right now, so if you could... Miranda cracks her knuckles. KJ follows suit. Then Jackie puts them all to shame with a knuckle crack so gnarly that I felt it in my own bones. Lise looks at Miranda with admiration. Solaire Blaze looks around hesitantly, not making eye contact with anyone. So... Solaire turns to me for some godforsaken reason. Deirdre, you're looking, very, very pale. But in a beautiful way, of course. Your light shimmers like the moon. And I'll be your fiery, hot sun. Stop right there. For one, her motif is starlight, not moon. And for two, I'm the one who should be her sun. Jackie, no need to be so uptight. We can warm her up together. Can you, shut up, actually? Everyone turns to Solaire and emphatically agrees with Ara. This man reminds me of a mockingbird who watches too much TV. He says so many words, but I don't know if he knows what they mean. Also, lots of squawking, so much. Is he always like this? Everyone grumbles that yes, he is always like this. See, I knew you guys could all work together. You're all united in trying to shut me down. I've always believed in you girls, gays, and nays. The Sentinels have always stuck together no matter what foul adversity hits us. There's no us. You were never a part of this. Solaire completely ignores KJ and keeps going. You're all stronger than ever before this. This? Whoever this Uggo you're trying to defeat is, it's not gonna faze us. Yeah, we already knew that. Honestly, you didn't have to say that. But I mean it. After high school, I've drifted away from all of you, my dudes, in the true meaning of the cards. The people who used to put up with me don't anymore. And I try not to let that change me, but it's been hard. A challenge harder than any enemy I've ever faced. I bet it has for all of you, too. As you grow up, you see so much more of the pain in the world, and it's no longer just good and evil, it's morally gray. You may not know how this fight is going to turn out, but I guarantee you that your chances are better together and united. Everyone's jaws are on the floor. Is that still Solaire Blaze? But I'm not being fair, am I? I remember that teen boy I met, ambitious, charming, newly discovered his card powers and wanting to use them for good. And his hair. I mean, what girl wouldn't have had a bit of a crush? Do not judge me. We've all changed, and so has he. But it's nice to see that boy filled with goodness and wonder in his heart. Is still in there somewhere. Buried very, very deep beneath those sunglasses. Actually, doesn't he have a point? We were just arguing and getting nowhere. We should be ashamed at how our teamwork has deteriorated. Oh God, that makes me feel gross. Yeah, that's not us. We're better than that. This teamwork muscle hasn't been worked in a while, but it's there. We have it. You mean I actually said something good? Don't let it get to your head. Wow, this feeling. This is great. What else can I do to help? Well, the enemy is, the evil is... I'm still trying to catch my breath. Solaire has no idea what we're even up against, but he's trying to help anyway. Just tell me what to do. Solaire, do you know the makeup store Glamour Pop? It's a major chain around Diamond Cove. Surely you've seen it. Yes, ma'am, I know it. Lots of beautiful ladies walking in and out. Don't call me ma'am. Long story short, there's a makeup line that's based on us. It's labeled Sentimentality. Our enemy made the makeup. The makeup is evil. The evil must be destroyed. Right, I follow. There's a lot of makeup inventory in a lot of stores that needs to disappear before people can get more. You up for a little breaking and entering? Entering is one of my favorites. Stop. You are doing so well. You're right. I can do this. I can stop the makeup sales while you tackle the enemy. Teamwork, everyone. With a flick of his wrist, Solaire draws a card out of his pocket and holds it up in the air. He's still gonna do it, though. Do what? Feel the blaze, baby. With a poof and an explosion of fire, he's gone. Dang. Yeah, he did it. Oh, that's, eccentric. The team is quiet for a moment, eyes glued to the spot where Solaire stood seconds ago. Oddly, I'm starting to feel a little better. I'm shocked I'm about to say this, but I think we can count on Solaire to help with stopping the makeup from being distributed further. At least we're getting some help on that front. Now we just have to decide what to do about Anna Lee. Deirdre, I know it's hard, but we need our leader. You've heard how we each want to handle this. We can't do everyone's plan. One has to be chosen, and the person to choose is you. Why does it have to be me? Even I can agree to that, if only to make sure we do something. I'll follow your lead, but I might not respect your decision. We'll follow your lead here. We trust you. I'll be here to support you all and do my part no matter what. I won't let you down. You can count on us regular folks as well. The weight of their responsibility is returning, but so is the warm feeling of their trust. It's been them, my friends beside me, that have been my true power. No. There may be no perfect way to solve this, but we won't back down and let Anna Lee continue her plan, and it's up to me to lead and protect them as best I can. Thank you, everyone. Whatever I choose, I want you to know that I love and respect you all, even if we disagree. Your trust means the world to me. I'm ready to lead you. Yeah, don't mess it up. No pressure, right? I'm starting to feel better, but there's still the fight ahead. We only have an hour until midnight. Everyone take a moment to prepare themselves. The group takes a breather. I gaze toward the waterfront. I really want to talk to someone I've grown close to in the past couple of days. I want to hear more about their plans. Well, no. What I really want to talk about is us. But I only have time to speak to one person. This choice is important. My last chance to talk to someone before we face Anna Lee. Time is running out. Oh my god. My only options are KJ and Alistair, which I was pretty focused on KJ in this playthrough, so clearly they're the only one I have romanced adequately. But it's really tempting to just talk to my cat, because that's probably what I would do in real life. If I had to make a big decision, I would talk to my cat about it. But I don't want to mess up my romance with KJ, so we're going to talk to KJ. Sorry, Alistair. Out of everyone, I want to make sure KJ is up to the challenge ahead. There's an achievement for this on Steam? Okay, well, one day when I have a PC, I will have to just replay this on Steam to get all the achievements. KJ, do you have a minute? What is it, another ethics debate? No, I just wanted to spend some more time with you. Tonight's going to be pretty eventful after all. I get the sense you need some decompression time. Yeah, I'm kind of stressed out. Maybe let's walk around the lake, have another heart-to-heart. That sounds good. Let's go. We go for a walk, taking our time. There's a minute or two of silence as we look up at the stars together. What's on your mind? Oh, nothing. Just the potential collapse of society, maybe my friends dying tonight, making rent now that glamour pop is gone. Just the usual starlight things. Yeah, it's kind of wild what we mentally endure when you step back and look at it, huh? Anyway, what were you thinking about? Something a little less serious. I was wondering if Bo Young would want to start a new metal band with me. I think the screaming would be a good outlet for her anger. I want that to happen. Absolutely. Get her away from the fussy suits and the merchandising deals and make some real music together. Okay, I'm imagining a sequel game that's just about KJ and Bo Young's metal band. Would play. Although I should rewind to what led to that. I'm still angry at her for essentially saying it's okay to murder if the good guys do it. But then I was thinking about how we've all been psychologically manipulated by evil makeup, and it kind of put some stuff into perspective. Bo Young has been wearing that stuff for weeks. I can only imagine what that's done to her. I wonder if she's still thinking clearly. Just trying to rebuild that bridge, you know? But she doesn't make it easy. And the makeup also explains some of my recent behavior. I only wore it once, but I put on a lot of that stuff for that gig. Guess I really am a rock star now I've performed on stage while tripping balls on psychoactive substances. Nice. Wait. And I drove you home on my bike. That was so dangerous. Yeah, but nobody got hurt. But then I was in your room and came on to you and I'm so sorry. We can talk about it after we save the world from Anna Lee, okay? Yeah, that's probably for the best. I think for the first time in my life, I'm actually happy my powers are only good for protecting people and can't do much damage. I still haven't made up my mind about keeping my powers after tonight, but I do know I want to be on that rooftop, especially if we have a homicidal pop star on our team. I know I don't call the shots, Deirdre, but I really hope we can find some other way to stop Anna Lee. I'm willing to absorb the damage while you figure out something. At least try to talk her down and use force only as a last resort. But if it does come to that, I'll protect you, Princess, like I always wanted. The team. I'll protect the team, as always. I mean, flirt. It's okay, KJ. I know you'll be there when I need to dramatically fall into your arms. Maybe I'll even do it on purpose. Oh, you don't say. I'll be sure to stay close to you then. I'd like that. For real? Not wearing any makeup today, are you? No. Oh shit, this is actually happening. But maybe let's put this aside until it's over. I can leap into your arms some other time. Yeah, okay. Well, would you look at that? Now I'm the smooth talker. And with that, we finish our lap of the park and arrive back where the others are waiting. We climb the stairway of Glamour Pop's headquarters up to the roof level. Just as we predicted, there's no sign of any New Year's Eve party like Anna Lee told Ara. Even security had been sent home, so KJ had to pick some more locks. Eventually, we reach the top and push open the door to find... Oh, should I save? Thank you, Evie. Save! Okay. That makes me nervous, but I'm glad you told me. In the distance, I see a dark figure standing by the edge. They turn around after the stairway door slams closed. Shit, that's definitely... Anna Lee. Oh, you came, Ara. Anna Lee, you fucking... Quite rude of you to bring so many unannounced guests. I would have appreciated a call, at least. No matter, the more the merrier. Tonight's a cause for celebration. Anna Lee, cut the crap. We're here to put a stop to this once and for all. Oh, really? Aren't you a little too late for that? Sentimentality has already made its mark. The dear residents of Diamond Cove have already fallen hook, line, and sinker. And when the clock strikes midnight, it'll be released to the world via the internet. Our retail stores and warehouses are chock full of this stuff, and instead of handling that, you've chosen to confront me? It's called cutting off the head of the snake. Except snakes are adorable, you're pretty darn cute, but very darn evil. Oh my, a new member of the squad. Oh, the little girl who cannot even put her rouge on correctly. Want to give me a taste of your magic? Just rub that lipstick all over your face again. I don't need magic to help take you down. You think you can make all humans makeup-obsessed zombies? Think again. Annalie bursts out in a cruel laughter. What a recruit. Incompetent and without any magic to boot. It goes to show you really are a bunch of washed-up has-beens. Says the lady running a gossip forum on magical girls. I was simply gathering information on you all. And truthfully, the more I learned, the more pathetic you all looked. I saw every little success and failure you lead your squad into, Starlight. Excuse me? And it's no wonder you all drifted apart, inevitable, with such mediocre leadership. Anyway, I'm disappointed none of you chose to wear the product tonight. Don't you think that's a little disrespectful after all the work I did? The makeup that devitalizes us and suppresses our powers? No thanks. You mean this? Right here? Miranda pulls out the sentimentality concealer. She imbues it with her stardust magic and explodes it in a burst of fireworks. Her magic is back to being as bright as ever. The black magic inside the concealer's case escapes in a wisp of smoke that accelerates and rushes straight toward Annalie. Not suppressing, to be more specific, it's draining your powers. Annalie puts out a hand and the wisp of dark magic is sucked into her fingers. And all of the energy it takes, magical or otherwise, goes back to yours truly. That must have been how she had so much power to imbue the makeup line. Her plan was cyclical. She's built herself up through the makeup. Please, Annalie, I just want to know why. Why use us like this? Why throw our home into chaos? Was it all just for the money? Annalie looks me dead in the eye. She seems to be considering something. Deirdre, was it? A word of advice. There is no life after magic. What? All we have is our glory days where we were on top of the world. We did our best to use magic for the sake of others. Shoving all the physical and mental tolls away in a little box, promising you'll deal with it another day. Until it all comes tumbling out. What is she talking about? Who is we? And once that's all over, well, you already know. We fought for a peaceful, happy life as an average citizen, a normal life. But what we get instead is a thankless, futile day job, nightmares of the trauma we endured on the battlefield, and nobody really understands just how much of your childhood you sacrificed for the betterment of others. As a normal person, you come face to face with monsters that are far, far worse than the ones you fight as a magical girl. Abusive bosses, corrupt politicians, and all sorts of malcontents who'd like nothing more than to drag you down. People that will chew you up and spit you out at the first sign of weakness. All you can do is learn how to play their game. Annalie, I can't say I don't see her point, but... What about your magical friends? Don't you have any former teammates you can rely on? What about your magical girl group? Annalie looks rattled at this. Excuse me? They're gone. 2 of them have moved on completely, and the other is buried 6 feet underground. Annalie lets out a bitter sigh. Stop trying to convince me out of this. I'm not slowing down my plans for the likes of you. After your defeat, I'm taking the money and escaping this city. It's funny, I've dedicated half my life to climbing the ranks of this company, but frankly, I don't give a damn if Glamour Pop sinks after this. This is getting deliciously dark. This is very good. I guess it's not a villain monologue, it's a villain dialogue. This loathsome city can burn down too, for all I care. Lise growls in anger. Her home burning down. I won't let it happen again. Actually, it'd be better off that way. Enough! No matter your reasons, we're here to stop you. As it stands, you're just as despicable as the people you've described. Huh, I never said otherwise. Fine, if a fight's what you want, a fight is what you'll get. I'm gonna save again. Oop. Suddenly, magical energy crackles all around Annalie. The atmosphere tingles with power, amplifying as her powers rise. And then, Annalie is not Annalie anymore. No more debate, no more magical girls. Your time is over. Dang! Midnight Lady! Watching horror as midnight strikes. It's a pretty sick outfit, Midnight Lady. Oh no! Oh jeez. Attack, special, guard, talk. Ooh. I'm gonna talk to her. I don't know. What should I say? Leave me alone! Midnight Lady doesn't care about what you have to say. Oh shit. Attack! Dawnbreaker! It does 30 damage to Midnight Lady! Special! Ooh. Celestial, blah, blah. Let's shield. Nova. Celestial Aegis. Okay. I think I should just keep attacking, right? Harrowing High Note. 9 damage to Midnight Lady. It wasn't very effective. We should try using our specials. Okay. I can't believe I trusted you. You used me. I'm gonna make you pay, Annalie. I don't remember what Miranda's attack is. Galaxy Supernova! 45 damage. Ooh, okay. Oh my god. Please use your Screech Owl power. Hoot hoot! Midnight Lady is getting distracted. The Sentinels are gonna rip you apart like a pack of hyenas. Yowza, that was a bit harsh. They will rip you apart like a pack of hyenas. Midnight Lady's turn. I love to watch you struggle. She uses Dark Dissension. It does 75 damage to Sentinel Nova. Ooh, it's my turn. Ooh, attack! Purifying Heavenly Beam. 0 damage. It wasn't very effective. Ugh! Okay. Jackie special. Powerful uppercut. 85 damage. Okay, good. What are KJ specials? Okay, no, we don't want that. Oh no, okay, no. She did not take much damage from KJ's, so we're gonna do... Go. Basic attack. Bubble beam. Only 8 damage. Okay. What are our specials? Ooh. Let's lower enemy's defense. Midnight Lady's defense decreases. Special attack. Ooh. Well, this will raise our whole team's basic attack. Let's do that. A new constellation. Let's try compliments to Nova. Her HP's down. You have a neck like a graceful swan. Their attack is more powerful. Midnight Lady's turn. Stand down, little girls. I'll show you real magical power. She uses avocado absorption. What? She absorbs 19 hit points from Sentinel's soul. Special attack. I don't want to heal yet. Regular attack. Heavenly Beam. 37 damage. We saved the world once and we'll do it again. Attack. Dawnbreaker. 69 damage. Nice. Is that all you got? I'm just getting warmed up. Nice. Bubble Beam. 43 damage. Harrowing High Note. 33 damage. Galaxy Supernova. 70 damage. Camera Flash. Sentinel Starlight's attack damage increases. Midnight Lady's turn. Let's see you survive this. Midnight Lady uses Dark Dissension, which does 77 damage to me. Rude. Let's heal Nova. She is not doing great. Good. Special... Oh, I can't use the uppercut again? Oh, I have to... Okay, I have to power it up. No, I just want to keep attacking. Dawnbreaker! 40 damage. Let's guard. Let's... Harrowing high note! Ooh, that wasn't very good. Galaxy Supernova! Screech Owl! Hoot hoot. She's distracted. You are a very mean boss lady and I don't like you. Midnight Lady's turn. Ho 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 ho. Avocado absorption. This is just like a real anime fight. Pick it on Sentinel Nova. No. Purifying Heavenly Beam. 17 damage. We saved the world once and we'll do it again. Attack! Keep attacking! Dawnbreaker! Attack again! Bubble Beam! Oh, 2 damage. No. Special. Let's lower her defense. Ha 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 ha. She sings off key at Midnight Lady. Freeze our team's attack again. New constellation. More Screech Owl. Screech Owl every time from now on. Child's play. She uses Dark Dissension. 90 damage to Sentinel Soul. No. Okay, wait. Wait, we can heal. We can heal. 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 Soul. I'm really invested in nobody dying, to be clear. Because I feel like that's clearly an option. Attack! Dawnbreaker! Attack! Bubble Beam! We're so close! Attack! Did we do it? Did we do it? We did it! Midnight Lady falls to her knees and with a flash of light, she turns back into Anna Lee. We did it! My whole body is brimming with adrenaline from the fight, but I've reached my limit. The sentinels are gathered around me looking just as spent. Anna Lee collapses onto the pavement looking worse for wear. You insolent... Goodness, you're a powerful bunch, aren't you? Either way, it doesn't matter. You've won. Congratulations. I've expended all the power I've collected through the makeup dealing with you all. Truth be told, this whole plan was a total gamble, and I'm not surprised it didn't work out. Annalie shakily picks herself up from the ground, turning to face us with a smirk. I was never great at energy management, even though it's my power. Maybe that's why I was always such an unremarkable magical girl. Even still, I'm disappointed I lost to a bunch of brats. It was sweet watching you all band together to defeat me despite your differences. So sweet I could gag. But I admit, it made me a little jealous too. It's over, Annalie. We're turning you in. The makeup's being destroyed. Annalie dismisses me with a wave of her hand. The makeup issue's already fixed, if that's what you're worried about. It's no longer imbued with my powers. I used it all in our little tussle. I see. It's really over then. I can't help but fall to the ground in relief. I'm on the same level as Anna Lee now. Starlight, no. Deirdre Koala. The Sentinels are a bunch of arrogant, meddling idiots who think they can get away with living normal lives despite having powers. Make no mistake, I despise them as much as I despise you at this moment. She sweeps her disheveled bangs out of her face and looks away. But they're your idiots. So do me a favor, so that this whole nightmare isn't for naught, and keep them close. Protect them like I wish I could have protected her. Annalie, I promise I will. Annalie seems satisfied with this answer and finally lets exhaustion take over. She falls to the ground, knocked into a deep sleep. Out of her hand tumbles a tiny, worn-looking charm. It's a plastic keychain modeled after Strawberry Souris from Fruit Fatale. I turn to the Sentinels. I ended up making a promise with our bad guy. Oh. The fight was a little bit easier than Elden Ring, but still hard. At least in Elden Ring, only I can die. In this fight, I had to worry about all my friends dying. You've always been a major softie. Right, and no dead birds. Hey, speak for yourself before you call Deirdre out. You didn't even want to fight her in the first place. I'm proud of us, although Annalise sure had the last say. I'm glad to hear you vowed to keep us close, Deirdre. And cut! What an extraordinary conclusion to the Sentinel saga. What? Did I miss my close-up? Alistair. Alistair, you can talk again! Our little dude is back in action. Well, it wasn't my fault. It was you that couldn't understand me. I know how that feels with this lot. Alistair shakes his head in disapproval. Just count yourselves lucky that I stopped Solaire before he blew up an entire warehouse of makeup. Oh yeah, I forgot we sent him off to do that. I guess you did all right without my sage advice, but if only you'd heard the genius plan I'd come up with days ago. We're all ears now, what was it? Well, it doesn't matter now, does it? Called your bluff. Everyone shares a laugh and gives Alistair a load of pets. After taking a moment to recover, the Sentinels move to take an unconscious Annalie downstairs. Hey, she's lighter than she looks. Really? Surprising. I figured she'd be heavy considering how full of it she is. She played us, beat the crap out of us, and probably ruined our image as Sentinels forever, but I was kind of moved by what she had to say in the end. She must have been really lonely, but that doesn't excuse what she did. She could have made a different choice. Are you coming? I nod, but instead of joining them, I feel something swell in my chest. Suddenly, I realize that I want nothing more than to share this moment with someone. Alistair. So I decide to go for it. It's now or never. I call out to KJ. I find them watching the sunrise over the rooftops. You doing okay? They let out a long sigh. There's a lot of feelings buzzing around in here. Thought I'd step aside and take in the view. Feeling what? The thrill of victory? Out of breath? I should join Jackie's gym. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? I feel like I just passed some kind of test. I finally stood my ground with the rest of the team. Didn't panic, didn't piss my pants. You used to do that? That's not important. You know, I'm glad you gave peace a chance by talking to Annalie back there. Thanks, Deirdre. I was probably asking for too much anyway. The world isn't black and white. When history catches up to what we did tonight, I hope it's clear we at least tried to do the right thing. We can only do our best, right? Yeah, I guess I have to make my peace with that. Younger me would be really proud of older me right now. And between us, it's also making me reevaluate keeping my powers. We helped a lot of people today. I think I forgot about that part of the picture. Oh, that's some hot gossip. Maybe I should tell Ara. Stop it. We aren't at the school anymore. I'm trying to have a self-fulfillment moment here. Oh, but making you blush has become my new favorite pastime. Self-fulfillment, huh? How about... I wrap my arms around their waist and look them square in the eyes. May I kiss you, KJ? All the cool and rebellious charm in the world can't save KJ from overheating. For a brief moment, a familiar, tender, and sensitive soul trembles in my arms. It's okay if you're not comfortable. KJ regains their composure and sweeps me down low. I'm barely held up by their strong, tattooed arms. Time stops as we kiss like the world almost ended. I gaze up at that handsome face and place a hand on their cheek. The others are probably watching, you know. I don't care. Nothing could stop this moment, princess. Same, prince. Oh, what do you think? Nice ring to it? I mean, you would kill in a military uniform. Although I'd understand if you object to the intersecting politics of monarchic power and militarism. Wouldn't prince imply we're related? Knight? King? My loyal subject? Way to kill the mood, you goof. Well, someone had to say something. I think the others would like it if we wrapped this up. But I don't want to. There's always tomorrow. Yeah, I guess after tonight there really is. Wah! Epilogue! Miranda wastes no time getting right back to work. I visit her at the workshop a few days after the fight. She seems brighter and more energized than usual. She tells me that she's happy she said goodbye to Sentinel Nova and has reclaimed her magic as her own. It's a part of her and her work. Her new pieces gain major popularity for their unique stardust glow, and eventually she makes enough to start her own shop, where she can exclusively create and sell her own designs. She gets her own staff of loyal woodworkers, and I can tell they look up to her immensely. Work keeps her busy, but we find time to catch up every once in a while. Then things got a little quiet. Years later, I got an invitation at my door to an art gallery event. I decided to go on a whim, and I'm so glad I did. It's filled with one-of-a-kind wood carvings done by Miranda. As the night goes on, a piece would combust into a bright and dazzling display of fireworks, her magic at work. She was kept busy by fans and reporters most of the night, but I know she saw me. At the end of the night, she brings over a spare champagne bottle, and we walk until the gallery owners kick us out. It's so clear to me why the stars picked her as the emissary to their light and power. The night sky is brighter for it. Ara continues her idol career. She goes on to become one of the most successful idols of all time. You can't go anywhere without hearing her songs on the radio, and she even scores a role in a TV drama. She's a terrible actress, but Alistair and I watch every new episode together anyway. We don't get to see her very often, but we're happy to see her succeed. It's almost suspicious how well she did for herself, honestly. Then one day she vanishes. No one knows where she's gone to, and no one's heard a word from her, even the Sentinels. We all worry about her, and I hope she's okay wherever she is. Our glamour pop location is Ash, so Lise and I both have to look for other work. She starts work at a plant nursery while she studied for exams. She gives me a succulent because they're pretty hardy. Don't tell her, I think it died within 3 days under my care. Oops! Eventually, Lise goes on to university. She can't decide on a major, classic Lise, so she triple majors. I visit her on campus for snacks and movie nights, but she often falls asleep because of her busy studying schedule. I don't mind. After graduation, she travels the world helping with conservation causes and protecting ecosystems. I even see her once on TV, tied up to a tree to stop a bulldozer. We keep in touch, and sometimes she brings me treats from her travels. When she's back in Diamond Cove, I like to take her out and reminisce about the old days. We talk a lot about keeping our passions alive despite the grind of life. I know that no matter how long goes between meetings, that my friendship with Lise will remain strong. Whenever I hear the hoot of an owl, I think of her. After the world was saved, Jackie returned back to work at the Golden Glove gym. It wouldn't be long until she began going to school to learn more on how she can improve her coaching techniques. Despite her busy schedule of balancing work and school, she has always made time to reach out to everyone and keep in touch. As for Layla, she never stopped going to the Golden Glove, and I would run into her from time to time when I visited. She graduated high school with a scholarship opportunity thanks to the hard work she was able to put in both school and boxing. From what I've heard, she's well on her way to going pro, and Jackie couldn't be happier since she's finally living her dream as second for Layla's matches. Jackie's uncle is starting to get up there in age, and I know his eyes are still pretty bad. He's thinking about retiring and passing the gym to passing the gym to his niece. Jackie's nervous about assuming the responsibility, but I have a feeling that she'll do right by her uncle. It took some time, but I eventually helped KJ patch things up with their dad. Seeing his child in a happy relationship and being more open, and my considerable charm, of course, helps rebuild the bridge between them. And with his assistance and connections, KJ starts their own IT consultancy doing something called ethical hacking, which is apparently a thing people can be paid to do. I have no idea. Nice. It's called Sentinet, and KJ says it combines their drive to protect people with their specialized skill set. They have a professional-looking website, but in reality, it's a bunch of tattooed computer nerds in an attic blasting loud music and getting into trouble. Sounds great. KJ Heaven. I was visiting when someone from the government approached them with a job. KJ got so mad, I thought they were going to throw hands with the poor guy. KJ pulls a lot of late nights, but when they come home, they have the biggest smile on their face. I think it's because they love their job, but KJ says it's because they get to come home to me. Wah! Oh, and in case you were wondering, yes, they still have their sentinel ring. It sits very nicely under the engagement ring. Wah! Thanks for playing, oh! That was so nice! And someone has just come to visit the real Alistair. Yay! Jareth is here! Let me get him. Thank you for making this game, you guys. It was so fun. And it's so cute and well written. The premise contains all the things that are good. The 90s, magical girls, romance, a black cat. Well written and very clever. Yay! So, follow-up question, which I definitely asked in part 1 of my playthrough. When can I acquire an Alistair plush? This is something I need to pay money for very soon. Because Jareth will not let me hold him all the time as I want to. Come here. Come be social. Yes, I want the weighted Alistair plushie. Ow! Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, now that I've upset Jareth, yes, he bit me. That's what I get. He's very ornery. But, you know, he doesn't like to be picked up. But it's hard because he's so beautiful. Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have to play through at least one more time because I want to find, I want to at least do Lisa's whole route, but I had to start with KJ. Well, on that note, I will say goodnight to you all, but thank you for hanging out with me. I love this game, and I'm excited to watch other people's streams of it.